Hey everybody, it is Eddie here again, and I'm here to talk to you about basically how do you get into property. What do you need to do to get started? Purchasing a property or purchasing an investment property. We're talking about investment purposes here, not just about purchasing property to live in. So a few things that you need to look for, or have the right mindset as well as knowledge before you go out there and before you start looking is I guess number one, you need to have a job. You need to have income coming in. You need to be able to service a loan, what we call service, or have a borrowing capacity, whatever you want to call it. You need to find out what that borrowing capacity is. So if you're a young person or a middle-aged person, whatever, you might go to a broker, you might go straight to a bank who you've been using. The first thing you need to know how much you can borrow, right? So that's one of the first things you need to be able to finance. Your property or properties that you want to be purchasing. That's something that I've always made sure that I have a high borrowing capacity. Then I'm going to be in a better position every time I purchase a property to be able to go back to the bank and say, hey, what's my borrowing capacity? I want to purchase another property. So you need to be on top of your borrowing capacity. You need to work with someone who's helped other investors get there before. So that's a huge thing is one, knowing what your borrowing capacity is in finance, right? So having the right person there to help you along the way. Another thing is, other main thing is have savings, have a deposit, have equity, whatever you want to call it. But if you're looking to get started and purchase an investment property, depending on where you're looking to purchasing, I've done other videos where I'm looking to purchase and that kind of stuff, so you can check out those videos for the states and all that kind of stuff that I'm purchasing in, or message me and I'll tell you a little bit about it. But basically, you need to have a deposit. So having a deposit, minimum about 10% deposit of whatever price range you're aiming for. Say for example, just hypothetical, you're aiming for a property worth $300,000. You need a 10% deposit for $30,000. So 10%, $300,000, $30,000. Then you need to pay for stamp duty. So stamp duty, the property, you can can jump online and find out. There's a website called Stamp Duty Calculator, and you can jump on there and type out what kind of purchase price that you want to purchase, and it'll basically spit out a number of how much stamp duty you're going to have to pay for purchasing a property at that price. So stamp duty, you're going to pay for that. You're going to have to pay for legal fees, conveyancing, solicitor. You're going to have to pay for a best in building inspection. So all that stuff, say about 5%. So stamp duty on a $300,000 purchase price could be roughly $10,000, or between $10,000 and $13,000 depending on the state and where you're located. So you got $30,000, then you got stamp duty, legal fees. You probably need about $45,000 to go ahead and purchase the property. So 10% deposit and then 5% extra of whatever the purchase price is for stamp duty, legal fees, and all that kind of stuff. So it works the same with a $200,000 property. Say obviously $20,000, and then you're probably looking around $7,000 for miscellaneous expenses and that kind of stuff, or $10,000 all up roughly. The same thing works. So as I said, finance is one thing. You need to know your borrowing capacity. You need to be able to have savings, or if you have a property ready, then you can work out what your loan to value ratio is, or your LVR. Find out if you have any equity available in that property to use to purchase another property. That you can fund your retirement and obviously start building a portfolio, like a nest egg for the future. So you don't have to work till you're 70 years old. So those are the two main things: finance, deposit. As I said, so there's a lot of other things to look for. Another one being how you're going to purchase a property. Purchase a property one way is in individual name, or in joint names with your partner, or with an family member, or friend, or whatever it is. So that's there's lots of different ways to do it. You can also purchase under a company name if you own a company. You can purchase under discretionary trust or unit trust. There's lots of ways to purchase properties, but the more you look into it, the more complicated it gets, and depending on your position and what's right for you, you'll get to know that. So that's the three main things I want to speak about that you actually need to be ready before you purchase. Is obviously finance, as I said, know your borrowing capacity, know how much savings you got, or if you don't have savings or equity, set a goal and find out how long it's going to take to get that savings. If you're aiming for $30,000 all up to purchase something for $200 grand or something like that, then that's roughly what you need. You calculate how long it's going to take to get there, or what you can how you can find a way to come up with a deposit to get that. So there's, you know, it's only it's by your creativity about how you actually come up with the money and that kind of thing. Whether you sell some stuff, whether you get a second job, or whatever it is. I've done them all, but yeah, that's how you hustle to be able to purchase property and move forward and get to where you want to be. So I'll leave with you. If you have any other questions or anything like that, or you have any questions that you want to ask me or that I can put a video on about, just message me on Facebook or send me an email, and I'll get back to you right away. And I'm free to chat over the phone as well about property investment and all that kind of stuff. So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.